The Addams Family not only makes audiences laugh, but also draws them into a unique gothic world, where eccentricity becomes beauty, and family love is the greatest strength. Both spooky and charming, the film wins viewers over with unforgettable characters and iconic performances. In this video, we will take a look back at the cast who brought the strangest family on screen to life. Let's explore together. And don't forget to share your Addams memories. Morticia Addams, a model of powerful and mesmerizing womanhood, was portrayed by Anjelica Huston with an air of elegance and a distinctly composed presence. Born in 1951, Huston took on the role at the age of 40, delivering a Morticia who was gentle yet never weak, always in control of herself and fiercely protective of her family through inner strength. This role followed Huston's major achievements after winning an Oscar and went on to become a different kind of feminist icon, sensual, intelligent, and completely independent. At the age of 73, Anjelica Huston continues to be celebrated as a timeless artistic icon. Gomez Addams, the passionate heart of the Addams family, was portrayed by Raul Julia with romance, humor, and an abundance of loving energy. Born in 1940, he took on the role at the age of 51, bringing to life a Gomez who was both eccentric and warm, loving his family with rare and pure intensity. Julia's passing in 1994 at the age of 54 due to complications following a stroke left a profound void in cinema. Even so, his Gomez lives on as an emotional legacy, evoking timeless reflections on love, family, and the unconditional joy for life. Uncle Fester, the eccentric and high-energy character of the Addams family, was portrayed by Christopher Lloyd with graceful physical comedy and a very distinctive emotional touch. Born in 1938, he took on the role at the age of 53, creating a Fester who was naive and endearing, completely opposite to the explosive image of Doc Brown in Back to the Future. The stark contrast between these two roles highlights Lloyd's impressive acting range. At the age of 86, he is still regarded as a comedy legend with a body of timeless, iconic performances. Tully Alford, a greedy antagonist tinged with humor, was portrayed by Dan Hedaya with a charmingly sharp and satirical performance. Born in 1940, he took on the role at the age of 51, creating a Tully who stood in stark contrast to the Addams family, scheming, selfish, and perpetually out of place in their strange yet deeply loving world. This very contrast makes the character both detestable and amusing, helping to highlight the Addams family's unity and uniqueness. At the age of 84, Dan Hedaya is still remembered as a master of incisive and memorable comedic supporting roles. Abigail Craven, a classic and highly scheming antagonist, was portrayed by Elizabeth Wilson with restraint and the gravitas of a seasoned actress. Born in 1921, she took on the role at the age of 70, creating an Abigail who was cold, calculating, and in clear contrast to the Addams family's loving unity. Her understated, unshowy performance made the character especially convincing and distinctly cinematic. Elizabeth Wilson passed away in 2015 at the age of 94, leaving behind a lasting acting legacy and a truly unforgettable villain. Granny, the eccentric yet highly intelligent grandmother of the Addams family, was portrayed by Judith Malina with a strong artistic personality and distinctive depth. Born in 1926, she took on the role at the age of 65, bringing to life a granny who was strange yet warm, reflecting the spirit of freedom and norm-breaking that Malina pursued throughout her avant-garde stage career in real life. The character not only provides humor but also invites reflection on difference and creativity. Judith Malina passed away in 2015 at the age of 88 due to lung disease, leaving behind the mark of a pioneering artist and a granny rich in cultural depth. Lurch, the tall and taciturn butler of the Addams family, was portrayed by Karel Struycken through his distinctive physical presence and restrained acting style. Born in 1948, he took on the role at the age of 43. conveying loyalty, gentleness, and subtle humor with almost no spoken lines, relying instead on his eyes and gestures. In real life, Stroiken views his unusual height as an artistic advantage, turning difference into a personal hallmark. At the age of 76, he is still remembered as a symbol of quiet strength and the singular individuality of the Addams family. Margaret Alford, the ordinary woman who accidentally steps into the eccentric world of the Addams family, was portrayed by Dana Ivey with gentle, grounded humor. Born in 1941, she took on the role at the age of 50, bringing to life a Margaret who was polite, shy, yet quietly charming, creating an engaging contrast with the bizarre characters around her. This natural and nuanced approach made the character especially relatable and endearing. At the age of 83, Dana Ivey is still cherished as a seasoned supporting actress who consistently brings warmth and down-to-earth humor to her roles. Wednesday. Addams, the dark yet captivating icon of many generations' childhoods, was portrayed by Christina Ricci when she was just 11 years old, with a cold stare and a presence far beyond her age. Born in 1980, Ricci grew up in the shadow of Wednesday, later proving her maturity through increasingly complex and edgy roles. When compared with later versions of Wednesday, Ricci's portrayal retains an original quality that is difficult to replace. At the age of 45, she is regarded as the actress who transformed the child role into a lasting cultural icon. Fing, the wordless yet highly expressive hand of the Addams family, was brought to life by Christopher Hart through the creativity and technical mastery of a magician. Born in 1961, he took on the role at the age of 30, performing entirely through hand movements to convey emotion, personality, and even humor. Behind-the-scenes work shows that every gesture was meticulously calculated, turning Fing into one of the film's most distinctive highlights. At the age of 64, Christopher Hart is still remembered as the artist who proved that creativity can transcend all physical limitations. And that wraps up our look back at the unforgettable cast of the Addams family. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this trip into their wonderfully weird world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite Addams moments in the comments. See you in the next video.